The bassoon always, and the cello too, but she doesn't play a cello. What? She plays an accordion.
She plays it.
Really?
I mean,
Oh,
bassoon
cool.
and cello could play a lot of the same.
Oh, I
a lot
know.
Of the same music.
Absolutely.
So how come you decided to travel with the bassoon rather than the accordion to the campfires this year?
Was it just one night? I mean,
Yeah.
You came up to our side earlier today.
yeah, well,
Tuesday.
it's a bassoon day.
Yeah, the accordion's made its way out a few times.
They're sensitive to humidity and everything, right?
Yeah, well, I know Bill likes the bassoon.
I do.
I do too.
He's looking at it. It's just
I called it an
now.
oboe a while ago. It's a bassoon, right?
Yeah, you
it's
did.
a bassoon.
Wow, today's
I
lesson.
said it's a very large oboe.
Okay, so bassoon is a large oboe. Okay.
It is, right? Actually,
Well, that's half right.
Actually, that's true. I mean,
It's a bass oboe.
bass
Bass
oboe.
oboe.
they're cousins.
Bassoon.
That's a contrabass.
It's got a
oboe,
lovely sound.
actually.
It almost sounds like a person's voice when you first
Yeah,
started.
it really does.
I noticed that.
There is such a thing as a contrabassoon.
Yeah.
It goes an octave
But if you're
lower.
going to call it an oboe, that's a contra
Well,
oboe.
there is that. See y'all tomorrow. I guess.
Okay. Thanks for coming over, girl.
Not Diane.
I gotta
Thanks.
get out and do this whole good one.
Me too. Come on. She still dreams of Mr. Right, like a teenage girl in a room at light, with her parents down the hall. She doesn't know what it is to fall. Head over heels with a man in love, to sail around the moon above and grab the stars along the way. Instead, she bows her head to pray. As I lay me down tonight, I pray, oh Lord, please grant me flight, that when I wake in the morning light, I'll spread my wings and I'll fly. I have wings, but I never fly. I have dreams, but I never try. And I don't know why. Wings unopened. Well, it's girls' night out at the local diner. Been coming here since '79 with a glass of wine, the cheeks in blue. Her simple smile lights up the room. The talk turns to things she knows nothing about. That's when the giggles come out, and before you know they're saying goodbye, and going home with a heavy sigh. Once again, she's reviewing her life. No kids, no home, never been a wife. She's smart and has a pretty smile. If she'd just take a chance once in a while, instead of playing it safe, lying low. But she's more afraid of what she'll never know. So she sits at her window and looks to the sky and thinks to herself, I have wings, but I never fly. I have dreams, but I never try. And I don't know why. Wings unopened.
Very nice.
Thank you.
I believe it is hers. Is it-
Thank you. Oh, I did. I have a
Either that
co-writer.
or
I
fall
wrote the
asleep.
melody. I had a co-writer for the lyrics on that. Can't take all the credit. But I gave her the fodder, and I said, and it was actually about a girl, a woman I had met that was 50 years old, and I told her kind of, we went out, and I didn't really know her. I don't even remember her name, but she made an impression. And then, and so my friend, I played the melody, and I said, and here's the storyline, and she goes, she comes back with those lyrics. She says, all of that's me, except I'm not a virgin. Okay.
That's funny.
You gotta hate when you get a really nice dark caricature of a character and then you look at it at the end and go, hey.
That's me. What you doing, girl? Oh, I want you to do that Subaru song.
Oh, okay.
If you want to, do what you want.
How do I do that in?
At some point this
Guess I
weekend,
just
I
do
got to
it
hear that one.
Think.
It's cute.
This also was a song that my daughter inspired.
She's good inspiration.
Yep. Mm. How do I stop that off? I like a man has a pickup truck, little racy but not too rough. So if you're driving a sedan, well, fella, you're out of luck. 'Cause I like a man who drives a pickup truck. Yeah, I like a man who wears jeans and boots. Wranglers are fine if they're not too loose. Boxers, t-shirts, and pearl snap shirts, man, I think they rule. Yeah, I like a man who drives jeans and boots. And there's only one thing that's a must, and there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Gonna pick me up on a date, better pick me up in a pickup truck, 'cause any other rides won't do, not a Mustang or a Subaru. I like a man who drives a pickup truck. Yeah, I like a man on the taller side. Short is fine if we see eye to eye. A tattoo here and there, I guess that's kind of cool. But an earring in his nose just won't do. And there's only one thing that's a must, and there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. gonna pick me up on a day. Better pick me up in a pickup truck, 'cause any other ride won't do. Not a Mustang or a Subaru. I like a man who drives a pickup truck. I like a man who likes to fish and hunt. And if it takes me with him, well, that's a plus. 'Cause I can shoot a gun and fish all night long till the sun comes up. I like a man who likes to fish and hunt. And there's only one thing that's a must, and there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. They're gonna pick me up on a day. Better pick me up in a pickup truck, 'cause any other ride won't do. Not a Mustang or a Subaru. I like a man who drives a pickup truck. I like a man who drives a pickup truck.
Yeah.
That's such a key song.
Thank you.
But how do you really feel?
Well, she drives a pickup truck, so.
So a man riding a bicycle is not going to do it for you.
Yeah, really.
Not if you're going to pick her up.
It doesn't snow where you live.
There's that wonderful scene.
I got a
with her
baby
riding
pickup
on
truck.
the handlebars of the bicycle.
Yeah, yeah.
Butch Cassidy.
Yep.
Well, here's a little tale about a bike trip. Instead of coming to the 50th Colbert, I decided to go on a little adventure. So I took my mountain bike up to Banff in Canada, and I cycled down to New Mexico. And I bumped in a Maverick in
That's
Silver
a
City,
trip.
which is nice. So, in the best series of transportation, this is a bike. Let's go.
Subaru.
I have a
Anybody
three-wheel
up
one.
along the way?
Yeah.
Because I might fall over.
Not many people. I've met a few people. 2,500 miles. You meet a few folks.
Didn't give anybody a ride.
Not a Crozzy.
It's a long haul.
I always thought cycling through all of the Midwest, I mean the West, I thought I had a shootload of songs to show for it. I got one. Because every moment's a living moment. There's no time to be thinking about songwriting.
Too much fun.
Sweet inspiration is such a fickle thing. Toss your curls, it's all work, boot and pearls, and a violet that ain't shrinking. And my heart is thumping, it's the backbeat to something of a beautiful feeling. In the arms of my soul's repose, I love this life that I'm living, and the fat and happy laughing Buddha, he's just swinging from my mirror. And I eat the red dirt on this back country road, and I'm thinking about what I can give her. Silver earrings from the White Horse Fair. Love the artist creation. And so we packaged them up and I sent them home for that birthday celebration. Oh, it didn't take a moment, was it a minute or a mile? I don't believe there was a hurry. And here I am thinking about all my precious time. I traded in for your money. And the fat and happy laughing Buddha, he's just swinging from my mirror. And I eat the red dirt on this back country road, and I'm thinking of what I can give her. And now I chase pronghorns and wild mustangs clear across the Great Basin. And raising dust, there's a solitary truck, looks like it's racing perdition. And I'm screaming on that long downhill, and I'm singing to my tires. And the bad-tempered rocks under my wheel, they do gimble and gyre. And the fat and happy laughing buddies just swinging from a mirror. I eat the red dirt on this backcountry road, thinking about what I can give her.
Nice. I missed having you around, my friend.
I've just been here the last couple of years.
Having a friend over
The great
here,
fear
we
got
can
us
move
all
that
staying
chair
at home.
over.
Yeah.
So if they Gimbal and Geyer was the Jabberwock around?
Absolutely.
Come on in, girl.
I was nice to remember that.
Come on in.
I went and reread the poem. That's a marvelous bit of work.
I'd make that other guy sit on the other side of the room anyway. You know? You know what he's got to do? He's got to strain to hear because of his hearing. You know?
Sure, it does.
It's good for him to do that. I think it is. We're on the same page. That's good.
At the,
Yes, sir?
What do we call that? At the critique, Jack hated this song. He actually didn't hear a single word, but he still hated it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's called Enamored.
You're the shimmer dancing on an alpine lake, cuter than the kids at play. And when the songbird sings, baby, you're her song, sailing on the breeze. And I feel so enamored by your joy and your smile. Long for your magical touch. It seems to me you've been feeling me, and I've been feeling you. Your persistent flowers in the springtime snow, optimistic and standing strong. When everything feels right, you're the peace inside. Sweet, sweet scent of fresh buds. And I feel so enamored by your joy and your smile. Long for your magical touch. It seems to me you've been feeling me, and I've been feeling you. It's not just your beauty that's got me on my knees, 'cause I'm so overwhelmed. It's your wit, your humor, your creativity, your desire to give and forgive. So won't you sit right down here in the mountain sun for a gentle intertwine? And we could dig our roots but let our hearts stir free. Your spirit's an eagle in flight, and I feel so enamored by your joy and your smile. I long for your magical touch. It seems to me you've been feeling me, and I've been feeling you. And I've been feeling you. And I've been feeling you. And I've been feeling you.
Nice. Who's to say why he would do that? I don't get it.
It's cantankerous.
Yeah, that's probably most of it. Definitely. Uh-oh, the beast is coming.
Ah, finally, I get to see this.
I'm not talking about you, the guitar, silly.
Yeah.
You're not the
She said
beast.
she didn't- Her name is the Beast.
Oh, the piece.
It was that or KKY, right?
There's a reason I stuck in behind him. It takes me a while to work up my nerve.
So everybody stare at him for a while.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
Look,
okay.
look.
Staring at his guitar.
Just stare and
I'm just
point.
kinda
Stare and
curious.
point.
Yeah, it only has.
So
I'm gonna
somebody
give you-
stole 2 of your strings or added 2 or added
Added
couplets
two,
to it?
yep.
Okay, I'll give you the 20.
Give it the,
I'll give you
give
the
it.
Reader's
No
Digest
stories
condensed
unless it's
version.
your turn.
This
Sorry.
this is a guitar that's shaped
Beautiful wood.
similar to a one that was built by a good friend of mine who's built guitars for Joni Mitchell and Steve Miller and Joe Walsh and many others. And he gave me permission to use the shape. I've had this wood for 25 or 30 years. The back
Go
and the front
Yeah.
matched, and the sides all cut out of the same log. This is Hawaiian koa. This is Hawaiian koa, but much straighter without all the figure.
Right.
And the back plate is Hawaiian koa. That's the bracing internally is what's called kasha bracing. It's an asymmetric bracing, not a typical X brace guitar. The things I added to it were the semi cutaway, the offset sound hole so that this could be braced for tone rather than structure, and the multi-scale fingerboard, which some people call fan frets. But one of this was my idea, putting it here, that some guitars have a sound port in addition to the normal sound hole. But what I did was I played both 6 and 12 string guitar. I got tired of dragging both of them to the gig. And I thought, if I'm going to go to an open mic and play for 15 or 20 minutes, I don't need to take 2 guitars, but I want to be able to play some of the songs that I would play on either one. Since I can't even approach what Leo Kottke does, I didn't need all 12 string. and so I took a 12 string and started removing the strings that I didn't think were necessary for what I wanted it to sound like. Wound up with the octave on the G and the D strings, for reasons I'll go into if anybody's interested afterward. But then I reversed one of the courses so that as you're finger picking it, you're always hitting the fundamental string with your thumb or your finger. And that was the idea. And I took it to a songwriting workshop where I met Susan,
My girlfriend.
Bill's a lyricist.
There we go.
And Bill then the following year, and Bill was talking Kerrville up, and I almost made it last year, but I got COVID just a few weeks beforehand, and I did not want to infect anybody else, and I wasn't sure where it was going to take me.
Right.
We
So-
sure are glad you're here this year.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. And I asked Bill, well, what should I bring? Because I've got way too many instruments. And he said, bring your guitar.
Bring the
So
beast.
this is my guitar. And she needs a name. We don't know what it is yet.
Beastie.
Betsy.
Anyway.
That family.
I would need more time with her. Maybe she'll.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Well, why don't you just take it home? and play
You
it
want
for
you
a
want to
few
rent it, Brad? You want to rent it? Come on.
Anyway, when it comes around, you'll get the chance to.
While sitting on a crowded southbound train, it happened just the other day. I tuned it a minute ago.
Yeah,
It's a
what-
12.
It's a 12, man. Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. He's starting over because you weren't ready.
Well, I was, yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting him in there too, so.
Trying to help.
The trick with the 12 string is to find the one string that's in tune and to tune the other 11 to it. Let's try this again. While sitting on a crowded southbound train, it happened just the other day. I could have sworn that I was rolling back while the train beside me slowly pulled away. Well, my whole life long seems like I've been on that track, with everybody rolling on and me just slipping back. And they don't wave goodbye and they don't look back. So I guess I gotta keep on keeping on. Some people always say what I should do. Now that's something they seem to know so well. I bet it's what I got to do that's on my mind, and they never seem to listen when I tell. Well, it really doesn't bother me that no one seems to care, that the stairs are full of splinters and my tender feet are bare, and I just can't keep from thinking there's trouble everywhere. So I guess I gotta keep on keeping on. Sometimes I wish my tongue would turn to stone, or that I'd have kept it still the other day. I said I'd like to see you walk the sea, and you sank just like your feet were made of clay. But there's a mountain in the bottom of that sea we flounder in. If we find that mountain top, we wouldn't need to swim. If we found that mountain sooner, just think where we could have been. So I guess I gotta keep on keeping on. One ship sails east and the other sails west, while the very same breezes blow. It's the set of the sail and not the gale that bids them where to go. Like the ships of the sea is the way of our fate. The seas are getting stormy and the hours getting late. If that ship starts taking water, you know how to bail. You can't change the weather, but you sure can change the sail. And the harbor looks much better when you've made it through a gale. So I guess I gotta keep on keeping on.
James, you're so small over there. in that poor chair that puts you down almost on your ass.
She was liking that chair. She said it was her height.
This is just right.
That was good.
It's not too
Yeah, where's your porridge at?
Yeah.
trying to find out if the waters of the great flood had begun to disappear. 'Cause if the waters receded, the tops of the trees would be finding their way toward the sun. So Noah opened up a window and let out a rain and snow I down, looking for a high, dry, safe place to land. Those birds flew far and wide, searching for any sign of new life in a desolate land. They would fly till they tired and come back to perch on old Noah's outstretched hand. Then the next day he'd send them again and again, never letting up or giving up. 'Cause he knew there'd come a day when the rainbow would say that the wrath of the Lord was enough. And there would be a high, dry, safe place to land. My heart is a bird floating over a world that's just drowning and hurting rain. All around me is emptiness, endless space, sky breaking up into droplets of rain. But my ways are still open, just waiting and hoping that soon my searching will end. And I will finally find a resting place in the face of an honest and true loving friend who can be my high, dry, safe place to land. Still looking for a high, dry, safe place to land. Still looking for a high, dry, place to land. Still looking for a safe place to land. Still looking for a safe place to land.
Very nice.
Is that one of yours? That's great. I love that.
Are you ready, Roman?
No, I'm gonna pass. Go ahead.
Okay. I actually have the perfect song to follow that with, but I'm not going to follow with it. Because I'm going to
The
do
one
this
about-
one.
Teaser,
The one
teaser.
about Noah drinking.
Of course.
Made me think of snow on the wings of a snow white dove.
Yeah, kind of. If Byrn was here last night, Byrn always makes me play Harry Chapin songs. It was an early morning barroom, and the place just opened up, and the little man come in so fast and started at his cups. And the broad who served the whiskey, she was a big old friendly girl who tried to fight her empty nights by smiling at the world. And she said, "Hey bub, it's been a while since you've been around. Where the hell you been hiding, and why you look so down?" Well, the little man just sat there like he never heard a sound. A waitress, she gave out with a cough, and acting not the least put off, she spoke once again. she said, I don't want to bother you. Consider it's understood. I know I'm not no beauty queen, but I sure can listen good. And the little man took his drink in his hand and he raised it to his lips. He took a couple of sips and then he told the waitress this story. I am the midnight watchman down at Miller's Tool and Die. And though I watch the meadow rusting, I watch the time go by. A week ago at the diner, I stopped to get a bite. And this here lovely lady, she sat 2 seats from my right. And Lord, 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 she was all right. Well, I was tongue-tied like a schoolboy. I stammered out some words, but it did not seem to matter much. I don't think she heard. She just looked clear on through me to a space back in my head, shamed me into silence as quietly she said, if you want me to go with you, then that's all right with me. 'Cause I know I'm going nowhere. Anywhere's a better place to be. Anywhere's a better place to be. Well, I drove off to my boarding house and I took her up to my room. And I went to turn on the only light to brighten up the gloom. But she said, please leave the light off. Oh, I don't mind the dark. And as the clothes all tumbled round her, I could hear my heart. The moonlight shone upon her as she lay back in my bed. It was the kind of scene I only had imagined in my head. I just could not believe it, to think that she was real. As I tried to tell her, she said, shh, I know just how you feel. And if you want to come here with me, then that's all right with me. 'Cause I know I'm going nowhere, and anywhere's a better place to be. Anywhere's a better place to be. Well, the morning came so swiftly, I held her in my arms, and she slept like a baby, snug and safe from harm. I didn't want to share her with the world or break the mood, so before she woke, I went out to buy us both some food. I came back with my paper bag to find that she was gone. She left a 6-word letter saying it's time that I moved on. You know, the waitress, she took her bar rag and she wiped it across her eyes. As she spoke, her voice came out as something like a sigh. She said, I wish that I was beautiful, or that you were halfway blind. And I wish I weren't so doggone fat. I wish that you were mine. And I wish that you'd come with me when I leave for home. For we both know all about emptiness and living all alone. And the little man looked at the empty glass in his hand, and he smiled, he smiled a crooked grin. He said, I guess I'm out of gin, and I know we both have been so lonely. And if you want me to go with you, then that's all right with me. 'Cause I know I'm going nowhere, and anywhere's a better place to be. Harry Chapin. It's only about 8 minutes long. It's short for him.
Lots of words.
Bill, thanks. I told you I had to leave.
Yes,
Good
sir.
story, though.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Hey, Doug.
I heard that.
Doug.
Did you have that on your YouTube deal?
I think I did, yeah.
Because I
You
heard
it on
that
there.
song. I remembered that line about the waitress and that part of it I remembered.
So you did investigate me.
I did investigate you before I got here, before I even knew you. Didn't even know your name yet.
Like that? That's right. I'm dangerous. I'm a dangerous guy. I have about 20 Harry Chapin songs I do off the top of my head, pretty much.
Nice.
Just right off the top of your head, huh?
Pretty much. That's why I don't have any hair. I just burned all my hair out.
That's it. That's it.
This is Lynn.
Anyone who will
Hi, Lynn.
play
I'm Loretta.
Yeah, no drunks can touch it.
No drunks.
No drunks.
Got a strict no drunks rule around here.
That's it.
That's my rule about mine.
For certain.
Yeah, me too.
Anybody can play
It's
as
not
long
that
as you're
strict for the guitar.
not drunk.
What you gonna do?
I was thinking about doing the key.
All right.
I'm okay for style. Just not drunk.
She wears a key around her neck, hanging on a string. Doesn't fit in any lock, it won't open anything. She wears it just the same. She says it keeps her warm at night, and who's to say it doesn't, if she believes it does. From another life she wears it like a cross. It's all the faith she's ever had, it's all the faith she's lost. She doesn't ask this world for much, she's making no demands. She takes her living as it comes, and she does the best she can, waiting for the day that key turns in her hands. They say she's crazy, oh, but maybe not. That key's the only thing she's got. To another life she wears it like a cross. It's all the faith she's ever had, it's all the faith she's lost. She feels the cold wind at her back. She pulls her coat and holds it close. She steps across a sidewalk crack.
She never talks about the past. She's losing track of time. She twirls that key around the string, says some things you'll leave behind, some things you say. Don't they all just fade away? It's hard to remember and harder to forget. To another life she wears it like a cross. It's all the faith she's ever had. It's all the faith she's lost. She wears a key around her neck, hanging on a string.
Nice.
Tell you what, I had the best seat there because I had stereo. It's really sweet.
Very nice. Thank you.
That was a left jab, you said.
Did you get it? I was playing one song a little while ago, and I got right to the last couple of lines, and the June bug landed right here. And what did I say?
Jesus, get off my face.
God damn.
Yeah, you would not have liked that.
Oh,
That's gonna be a song.
Yeah.
Jesus, get off my face.
Junebug gets up there. It's like, get
I
that
know,
damn
I
thing
know.
off of
I
me.
got a personal problem with June.
Me too. I wish they weren't around me.
She had down here a couple years ago. She had a walking stick. She'd play in the piano.
Yeah.
I watched her walk up the piano stand, walk across the keyboard, walk.
Yes. They love music, by the way.
It got like this far before she was in the middle of a ballad, you know.
Uh huh.
She flicked it off. She flicked it right in Regan's lap.
Oh my God, Regan! So we had one right up in the canopy one night, and it followed each singer. Each singer, it went right above it, like, this is great, I love this. You know, it's a bug.
Yeah, they like music.
They do, they really do.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but an answer learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs in still frames in your mind. Hang 'em up on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth it all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Right here in Nashville. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Ooh, of your life. That's Green Day. My grandson said, "Grandma, you should learn that one." Go ahead. It's a cute one. You got bunches, I know.
Wind up against the picnic table.
Okay. This guitar will not stay intact. There's some squirt
How about,
with it.
Can you hold this?
Yeah.
I'd love to.
I'll just pick.
You got that?
Feel so bad I got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all of the time. Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dime. Working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where there's fishing boats with their sails afloat. If I could only see
There it is.
that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Wanna see my baby again. Gonna be with some of my friends. Maybe I'll feel better again on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dime. Working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where there's fishing boats with their sails afloat. If I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Oh, that boy of mine by my side, silver moon in the evening time. Oh, some sweet day gonna take away this hurting inside. I'll never be blue, my dreams come true on Blue Bayou.
Beautiful. Beautifully done.
Thank you.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's a classic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, stop it.
It's frickin' Roy Orbison. Oh my God.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, you wrote it. Son of a gun.
Yeah, Texas boy. What is it, one now? Well, better take you home.
It's only almost 1 o'clock, so.
Oh my. Thanks for leaving. Miss you.
We'll be back.
Okay.
I was a young boy, Papa would play this song. He'd play that Pretty Polly, and I'd listen all night long. That music seeped into my soul, sitting on that cabin floor. But I ain't playing that Pretty Polly no more. Grandma was a young girl, she had to hold her own. It told my little sister, don't you get with a man alone. For down in the willow garden wasn't just some old metaphor. I ain't playing that willow garden no more. I ain't playing Pretty Polly nor that Rosalie McFall. Not playing that Knoxville girl, no, none of them at all. No more tales of women killed by drunk and violent men. You know they don't deserve the stories told. I won't raise my voice again. I ain't playing that Pretty Polly no more. I've heard some stories, men like my Uncle Clyde. He spent 7 decades by my Aunt Myrtle's side. Kentucky teens who fell in love back in 1934 had to leave the mountain for work in Baltimore. And she tended their young family while she fought for them in the war. She still holds his picture. She looks for him at the door, and she's just turned 100. He passed 12 years before. I ain't playing that Pretty Polly no more. I ain't playing Pretty Polly nor that Rosalie McFall. Not playing that Knoxville girl, no, none of them no more. No more tales of women killed by violent drunken men. You know they don't deserve the stories told. I want to raise my voice again. I ain't playing Pretty Polly no more.
That's sweet.
Yeah, wow. That's my line, Dirk Bentley.
Uh-huh.
Dirk's Bentley. That's a song that was calling out to be written, though. Hey?
Yeah,
No kidding.
I mean, we wrote it exactly for that. We had 2 daughters, and why am I singing these murdering songs to my kids? We wrote a song.
You know, before Gordon Lightfoot died, there had been he had been doing some interviews. I don't know if they've ever showed up on YouTube, but he was talking about the misogyny that used to be pervasive in the time when he was writing songs like That's What You Get for Loving Me.
Sure.
And he was very regretful. He hated that song so much because of the message, because it was all misogynistic.
But we're all so much better now.
Well, you know, I think he felt that we're better now because he actually acknowledged the fact that he was a jerk when he wrote songs like that.
We were all jerks.
Scott,
How's it going?
you made it.
Yeah. Sorry it took me so long.
Well, you were riding your bike, man.
Oh, I'm good right
I didn't want to interrupt you from riding your bike.
I don't know, should I try that one?
Oh,
You
please.
should.
I was hoping you would say
What,
that.
the one I asked you
Do
about?
capos work normal and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, capable.
Oh, you had a song in mind too? Okay, yeah.
I was hoping you would say that. Very
thinking
much
of a
so.
song.
Well,
There's
there's
a
a
song you wanted
particular
to
song
hear.
I requested.
Cool,
When he
cool.
played it, I thought, I like this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Happy to.
Sure.
Get used to it before you get into your song. So,
Oh, cool.
Well, look at the friends who play it.
Wow, that's cool.
it's pretty far beyond cool, I think.
Ice cold.
It's very, very cold. It's cold as a witch's. Never mind.
That's What You Get for Loving Me is so, like, it's in such a huge, it's among such a throng of songs, hey? Like,
Yeah.
so many. I'm a Rambler or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, God,
There's tons of them.
Oh, pretty girls.
The joy of that guitar is that you can actually tune those 4 strings that don't have a double right now. Instead of with a 12 string, it's shit, gotta get the other one, gotta get the other one. And then you turn the wrong handle, you know, you turn it's like.
Well, yeah, and if you're you know, in front of an audience and you're trying to talk or kill time
Yeah,
while
you're
you're
gonna
tuning,
screw up.
spend half your time untuning the one you just tuned.
Right.
Hated that.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all.
Good night. Thanks
Thank you
for
for
coming,
allowing
dear.
us to sit in your circle.
It was great fun.
Thank you.
Enjoy it every minute.
And it's Brad, right?
That's Brad, yeah.
Thank you for not running us off.
He was thinking about it.
He was thinking about it when we first got here.
I almost did a New York Doll song just for that, but I withheld. There's always tomorrow.
There's a really cool like maybe it's this. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just got like a really open.
Yeah. So
Did you put your nose in that hole? Put your nose in that hole.
I usually ask before I.
No, well, I'm telling you, you can't. You're allowed to do that. Because I do it all the time. I love that smell of that guitar. It's really something. Look at that. See?
Wow.
See what I'm telling you?
Wow. The bracing is really strange as well.
Well, it is, but it's all done on purpose.
So is this your rig that has this Musia, New Mexico
Yeah, did
thing
you
on
see
it?
it over there?
Yeah, we were filming a little thing the other day in front of it, and we were like, "What is that even?" Yeah.
Well, I live in New Mexico, so the Zia is the state symbol on the flag, and we all know who the Muse is.
Yeah.
I just combined the two and extended the 4 rays on the right as if it were a musical staff. I realize there should be 5, but there are 4.
It's a modified musical staff.
And so it
He's
just
obviously
kinda
into
came together
modifying
with
things.
Southwestern
I believe
colors
so.
and
Yeah.
put on the back of
You
it.
think?
Oh, cool.
I do.
If you try to go to that website, the guy who was going to build it for me flaked on me, so that's not done yet. But
Okay.
it will be
Yeah.
probably by summer's end, I would guess.
Wow. This guitar came from a timber, from the body of a tree, through the workshop of a luthier. Now it's on loan to me, and it's good company after dinner. And it fits my hands just fine, but someday another singer with a pair of hands like mine will coax out songs much prettier, still hiding in strings, and sing stronger, braver words than I could ever sing. The folks are gonna love it. Of this I'm almost sure, so I'll take good care of it, 'cause I'm borrowing it from her. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. And I still love my country. Sometimes it's hard to recognize it, but I count myself lucky to have been born inside it. And I'm grateful for the rights others struggled hard to win. You can be sure I'm gonna fight when they try and take them back again. Oh, and everywhere are teachers, though some fell along the way. The words they said still reach us, just like you're teaching me here today. And it might not be out loud, but it's clear in what you do. And I hope to make you proud, 'cause I borrowed it from you. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. Carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own pass it along. Seems these days we're in a hurry to grab up all that's left to use, putting patents on discoveries, making seeds that don't reproduce. If our vision is so narrow, seeing only bought and sold, we'll end up like the pharaohs, buried with their gold. We've all pushed this thing along, we've all been guided by our fear, but the river sings a song we've gotta be quieter to hear. It's in every child's face, new and hopeful as a stem. Best be gentle with this place, 'cause we're borrowing it from them. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. Carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along.
Yeah.
It's so harpy. Hey?
Yes, it is.
Very cool.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
When
Now
you sang
that
that
song
song,
is in
I
that
thought,
guitar.
oh,
Perfect
I'm
song
supposed
for
to
that
put that.
guitar.
Yeah, it is.
The song is deposited in your guitar like a library or a bank.
Yeah.
Good call.
It's a really sweet instrument.
It really is. It's
Easy to play, isn't it?
totally
Yeah.
playable.
I didn't notice the paired ones are the high ones on top and the
Yep,
and
they're
the low
flipped.
ones down below.
One's
You know, one
flipped.
of each.
They're
One of
one of
each.
each. Okay.
So one pair is
Oh yeah, okay.
one pair
The
is
one-
as
the
you
one
would
that
have
has
it on
the
your average
inside.
acoustic, and the other is ricking backwards.
Yeah, okay. Cool. They're inside. That's really cool.
Well, the idea is then your fingers and your thumb.
Yeah,
'cause
you
they're
can
coming
you
from
can,
two
you
different
can click
directions.
the outside one with
Right.
Exactly.
You don't have to hit the.
And because the
inside one.
diameter of the plane strings, the octave strings, is less than the other,
Yeah.
it's sort of in the shadow.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's easier
yeah.
to find the fundamental
Yeah.
string.
Yeah.
But when you strum it, you get a little of that
Yeah,
12 string
yeah.
chime.
Right, right.
So that's all.
Lower
Yeah.
thought. And our Rickenbackers.
Rickenbackers are strung with the octave strings on the treble side.
Okay.
And I asked John Hall at Rickenbacker why they did it, and he said, that's just how we've always done it. And I asked that question in a different way a minute or two later and got the same answer. And the third time I asked him, I realized he either doesn't know or he's just not going to tell me.
Yeah, that's it.
So what I came up with is on an acoustic, because the fundamental strings have a larger diameter than the octave string. If you, on the downstroke, if you had the higher octave string on the treble side, it would be shadowed by the fundamental string, and you wouldn't hear it as well because you wouldn't strike it quite as hard.
Sure.
An electric, on the other hand, sounds too bright to begin with, especially if you put it through a high fidelity amp or a PA.
Right.
And so if you reverse those, now you take just enough of that killing the chickens kind of shrillness out of it to make it sound like something. And the other
All
thing
I
is,
know
you
is
know, to
that
play Rickenbacker, you got to stick your fingers in a pencil sharpener because the strings are so damn close together. They're just,
Yeah.
All I know is I played an acoustic 12 string all my life since I was like 12. And I picked up a Rickenbacker and I couldn't play it at all.
Interesting.
Didn't make any sense to me at all.
And I don't know if all Rickenbackers are strung ricking backwards like that.
They're designed to be
Ricking
strung that
backwards.
way, and there's just something
I like
about
that.
it that's, I mean, I'm using that's a bass. I'm playing bass on it. When they put the treble string on the top, and that was what I heard, it wasn't a bass anymore.
Right.
And it lost me, threw me.
Somebody else is playing bass. When that,
Well, on Rickenbacker, you generally you're playing single notes, or you're just there's a bass player.
Sure.
Sure. You're trying to cut across the top of the band, but for me to
cool.
sing against it, it didn't work.
I realize I'm at a songwriting camp,
yeah.
but I'm going to play a cover to thank you for playing Bad Leroy Brett.
You're
They
welcome.
gave me permission to
It
do
was
this.
fun, yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
this-
just did Blue Bayou. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
This is a song that was written by Tommy Malone of the Subdudes, if anyone's familiar with them.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's a song that I played at a coworker's wedding. He said, would you play, something at our wedding? And I said, sure. I've got just the song. And he said, okay. And that was,
Didn't ask.
what's that?
He didn't ask what it was.
Well, no, I told him, but
Oh,
I
okay.
said, I've got just the song, as long as it's not the wedding song.
Yeah, right. Please.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Did she say shut up and
Hey,
play?
Jack, is it Jack?
Yeah, Jack Hardy.
Jack,
Yeah.
on the t-shirt.
That was his mantra.
Well, I don't know what to believe about past or future life, but I do believe in a love before first sight. 'Cause lover, when I saw you for the first time, I was amazed. I was so pleased to find that I already knew you before I ever met you. I already felt you before I ever held you. Like two streams that flow from the very same source, we're together again. Let the river run its course. We're together. Let the river run its course. Now it's morning at the chapel. People start to gather to be there, to share in the wedding rites. And I'm standing up next to you, saying yes I do too. And he is telling us that we are now man and wife. 'Cause I already knew you before I ever met you. I already felt you before I ever held you. Like two streams that flow from the very same source, we're together again. Let the river run its course. We're together. Let the river run its course. We're together. Let the river run its course. 'Cause I already knew you before I ever met you.
Nice.
Wow. Well done, sir.
Is that a wedding song or what?
Yeah, it sure is.
We should have had you grow up
to that midnight wedding the other night.
Oh, I didn't know there
Somebody
was
got
one.
married
Yeah.
up on Chapel Hill or what?
Yeah.
It does
well,
happen.
I mean, it was a what do you call it? Was it renewal? A vow renewal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You get out of here. Go. Go on. Get. Oh, sorry.
I thought you were gonna eat it.
Only if it comes up close in the middle of the song.
Growl at it. Growl at it first.
Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Let him play it. I'm gonna play it too. So since it's out.
Turn her on it. How do you make that
Yeah,
work?
just put
There.
There you go.
Those tuners are so good.
They are really good.
Is it polytune or?
Yeah.
Those are so good.
Well, it's easy to see in the dark.
Well, also it's just accurate.
I like my IntelliTouch.
Somebody's got to.
Oh, what's going on?
D sharp.
That's D sharp.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah. Ah.
There you go.
With,
Got the big butts coming out now. I like big butts. I like big butts. My guitar, I like big butts.
By reversing the courses, it puts those two octave strings at the top tuner on each side of the headstock. So you tune the bottom 6 tuners like you do a 6-string, and then you can find those. Right
Yeah,
away.
that's genius.
Because they're the ones that usually stretch the most out. So, I don't know.
That was genius, my friend, because that was perfect. It makes it so easy to know what strings you're doing, what strings you're changing. You know, I think
really just kind of want to noodle on it.
I know. I think we'll have to put more than one capo on that when I play it.
Well,
just to see what's
I don't know
going
what to
on.
do with that yet. See
Gill
if
can
this
teach her.
this might.
Is it gonna fit?
It does. I
It's
don't
been
know.
known to
Put it
happen
on the
around
radius.
here.
I think it'll work. Try and. It does. It goes on there. It lines up a little weird.
I'm actually having to disappoint John Kelso because he wanted to buy 10 capos. I've only got 3 left.
World's in the best shape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, clamper.
He gives them away to people and he shows them how to use it and then he gives them away. He's a great guy. I'll tell you a story about it sometime because I got a good story. About John? Or about, yeah. I bet you do.
A whole different sensation.
Wait, no, that's not it.
So I won.
It's like a very slope to the
Oh, the head side?
head
Yeah, that was done on purpose. And the reason it's tapered and not flared
That's right.
Flat.
like most guitar heads is so the string pulls
Like
a
Williams would be
straighter.
screaming right now.
And it has,
He
as
would.
this guitar does, it has a 0 fret on it, which
I
terminates
think really he
every
ought to play this
on
guitar.
a metal fret.
He did play it.
Even
Did he
though
play
it's-
it?
Well,
Yeah,
because
he-
it formed
that's where I heard it
It's
the other night.
really, really
He was
so
up there with it.
What's the
Okay.
difference? What's the?
I would like to have seen that.
It just sounds similar. But
Well, for one thing, it's easier to set up.
Pretty good now. bro.
Sounds good, yeah.
And the
Right.
other thing is it just makes every note on the guitar terminated on a steel fret rather than
What does the
strings on a
consistency
mat,
of sound?
bone or plastic or whatever the guitar is.
Don't think too much, just play. Now you're off, yeah.
Hey, I'm extending my time with this guitar. Okay?
Yes, you are very much extending it, yes.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong one.
Right.
Ah,
See, there you go.
top two are
The top 2 are the small strings. The octaves, yeah.
I should have just got you to tune it for me.
I don't know what you were thinking. Still off.
Still off.
Yeah. You want me to fix it?
Yeah, fix it.
I'll fix it.
I was off doing a costume change.
That thing with, yeah, when you tune and then you put the cable on.
I knew as soon as I did it, especially with that
Especially
thing.
with the cable sitting sideways on the fret.
Yeah, and it's not wide enough to go right up on the fret.
It's close, but something's still out. It's the high note that's out now. That one.
Now it's on better notes after all that. Thank you.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah,
It's pretty close now.
thank you.
We're gonna get into
Oh,
Don't let me touch it.
I hit the capo.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Spent last night in a good hotel. Went shopping today for jewels. The wind rushed round the dirty town. And the children let out from the school. I was standing on a noisy corner, waiting for the walking green. Across the street she stood, she played real good on a clarinet for free. For me, I played for fortunes in the velvet curtain call. I got a black limousine and two ladies escorting me to the pole. And I play if you have the money, or if you're a friend to me. With one woman band by the quick lunch stand, she was playing real good for free. Nobody stopped to hear her, but she played so sweet and high. I knew she'd never been on the TV, so they passed her music by. Meant to go over and ask for a song, maybe put on some kind of harmony. Heard her refrain, it's a signal change. She was playing real good for free.
That was worth waiting for it to get tuned.
You might as well hand it over to me because
Okay, just like
unless Doug's gonna play it. Okay. I was just making sure.
I probably fucked it up because I went to
Drop
take the
D.
cable off.
But you put it in drop D, right?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's how I want it.
Cool.
How do you get this thing on there?
Push the top button down.
I thought you knew about all those capos.
Technological.
Made in Texas.
He does have a
Where
lot
the cows
of
think it's
cables.
heaven.
Yeah. More than even I know. You gave me one.
And ice cream will kill you.
With a smile on her face.
My mom's big fantasy is that she's driving behind a Bluebell ice
Yeah.
cream truck. It breaks down and the refrigerator's not working and she gets to eat all the ice cream she wants.
Way down the highway, big old summer rolls right up, screams right by, blows half New Mexico in my eyes, leaves me behind in a cloud. It's flying about 80, that lucky son bitch, double my body off into the ditch, and he never even saw broken down cowboy stand on the shoulder of the road. Well, I had a few dreams, but I might drive her like that old semi. They blew right by. The dust of a lifetime has blinded my eyes and left me standing on the shoulder of the road. Ain't it just like my life to be standing here waiting? No way, no end, no destination. All the good roads have always been taken. I never knew where to go. So standing I watch as the road goes on. Till there's nothing but tail lights and everyone's gone. And I'm going nowhere. Way to get there, stand on the shoulder of the road. Well, I had a few dreams, thought I might travel like that old semi that blew right by. The dust of a lifetime has blinded my eyes and left me standing on the shoulder of the road. And I wanna get gone, wanna get going, wanna feel these old wheels get up and get rolling, get the wind in my hair, let it feel like it's blowing me home. Well, I had a few dreams, thought I might try, but like that old semi that blew right by. The dust of a lifetime has blinded my eyes and left me standing on the shoulder of the road. Standing on the shoulder of the road. Standing on the shoulder. Of the road. On the road. Okay, hey, thanks. It's really been good hanging with you guys.
See ya.
Hanging. That is a work of art. That really is.
It really is, isn't it?
Your
You
guitar
wanna try
makes
it?
everybody sound better.
Hanging.
No, okay.
You know, a good guitar will make anybody sound better,
It
no
does.
matter what level you sit on. That's true. And this isn't designed to be fancy. This is designed to be very balanced
Yeah, and it
and
truly is.
bring the bass response out a little more.
It was cool for me. I got
What's that?
I have almost no hearing in this ear and a little bit in this one.
It makes a bit of difference,
I
doesn't
can
it?
stick my ear right in. I'm rocking.
You didn't smell this thing, did you? You didn't put in your nose.
Yeah, Scott had his whole face in the
I
damn
know.
thing. I'm not going in there.
He's smart. I'm telling you.
I don't know where he's been.
That's true. He's been to
He said
Canada.
it smelled like your nose.
Could very well have. Yeah. Because I was in it today. I was in it. Oh. I was so in it. I'm going to try this and see what happens because I haven't tried this yet.
Hey, what happened? You got skipped.
I'm mesmerized by this guitar. Let's see what
What in the world?
That's only two.
One more. I haven't hit critical mass yet.
It's not near, huh?
You're gonna thank me for this.
What?
Camera. No, your camera.
Where? What?
Your
Oh,
camera.
camera. Here, wait, I gotta turn it. I gotta do this. Thank you. I will. I should point it at the guitar and just leave my head out of it, right?
Custom fan capos to fit it.
Yeah. Well, I typically use
It's almost in tune. Thank God I don't have to use that string very much.
It's nice to see you so strong and healthy.
In more ways than one.
It's lovely.
Remember that line? I use that all the time.
You're not supposed to encourage me.
We're close.
This is not rain.
It's close, man. If it's off a little bit, actually, it'll make a big difference.
Just like a woman.
I was actually at a Pacific Songwriters Camp in January in California, and I wrote a song called The Other One, but it was about the guitars that were hanging on the wall and didn't get played because of COVID and all that, you know. And I had a lot of guitar records.
Damn, I'm not happy with that. Okay, this makes me want to think I have to do something else.
No, please, Jeff.
Let's try this. This will be better. This will be a better test.
Last week. What's that? Did you take the camp last week? The songwriting camp here?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't.
Where am
This
I?
is my first time here. I wasn't sure what to expect. I didn't realize that it was so songwriter-centered.
yeah.
But now that I know that, I got work. And
The camp is really great. I think that's what it's really good.
well,
I bet Janice is in the camp.
when I lived in Northern California, I saw Steve Sussman play all the time. And
Hmm.
a few of the house
Sorry I'm taking so much time to do this, but
But you want it to be right.
I do.
See, we tell people that we tune for the audience. That's all right. We tune for ourselves. We don't care about them. They can't tell the difference anyway half the time. We tune for ourselves.
well, people say I tune because I care, and it's really I tune because you care.
I tuned because
Well, the thing about music, Bill, is it's supposed to sound good.
Let's see here. Yeah.
And a song is communication. Duh.
Doesn't like that capo there. But they've adjusted a little. Oh, no wonder.
What strings are you having trouble with?
I'm trying. Let me see if I've got the.
Oh,
Let's try the other one.
Shortcut there.
Yeah, I'm trying to put the shortcut on, and it's having an issue with the. That one's too short.
Is it too short?
It's having an issue with the.
The extra string?
No, the shift.
Yeah.
Oh. The fan frets, yeah.
Yes, the fan fret.
One.
Yeah, it's not happy.
But what that does with the multi-scale is puts the bass strings under more tension. You probably some of the so they're sweeter and the best bass strings have a little more punch at definition. And if you tune down, you drop it to a little
Come, lonely hunter, chieftain and king, I will fly like a falcon when I go. Bear me, my brother, under your wing. I will strike fell like lightning when I go. I will climb the rise at daybreak, I will kiss the sky at noon, raise my yearning voice at midnight to my mother in the moon. I'll make the lay of long defeat and draw the chorus slow. I'll send this, that's not the right words. Spring spirit dancer, nimble and thin, I will leap like coyote when I go. Stand in the mist, tireless entrancer, lend me your skin. I will run like the gray wolf when I go. I will climb the rise at daybreak, I will kiss the sky at noon, raise my yearning voice at midnight to my mother in the moon. I'll make the lay of long defeat and draw the chorus slow. I'll send this message down the wire and hope that someone wise is listening when I go. You have to be precise when you put your fingers down on this guitar. It's right there. And when the sun comes trumpets from his red house in the east, he will find a standing stone where long I chanted my release. He'll send his morning messenger to strike the hammer blow, and I will crumble down uncountable in showers of crimson rubies when I go. Sigh, mournful sister, whisper and turn. I will rattle like dry leaves when I go. Stand in the mist where my fire used to burn. I will camp on the night breeze when I go. And should you glimpse my wandering form out on the borderline between death and resurrection and the council of the pines, do not worry for my comfort, do not sorrow for me so. Oh, your diamond tears will rise up and adorn the sky beside me when I go. Isn't that weird? Woo! It's in there somewhere.
Yay.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That is just crazy. It's a battle. Keith, one thing about this guitar is compared to my Larrivee, you're up here, you're pretty high off the board, and I'm not sure. I don't feel that when I'm playing down here. When I'm playing. When I'm playing down here, I don't feel any of that. But when I got up here trying to get those little riffs in there, it was like having to push harder. Maybe it's the frets are a little high as far as if you compared it to the Larrivee, to my guitar.
They may be. Yeah.
I mean, they're brand new. You haven't played it that much, so you haven't worn them down.
They're also Evo frets, so they're a higher material.
Okay.
A harder material. That's why they're golden clay. You probably can't. You could see it in daylight, and so they don't wear as fast.
I think you're right, and that's part of it for me, because I've worn mine down, so they're perfect.
Yours is broken in. It's like an old tennis shoe.
Yeah,
man.
it is.
It's right.
You want to try and play this thing?
Sure. I played it the other night, but I'll try to play it again.
Thank you.
Oh, you bet.
Sleepy friends, but thanks for the hospitality.
I'll let you tune it though. You just go right ahead.
I was thinking you would prefer that, probably.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh. Oh, beast
We'll see how this works.
Yeah, notice when Brad put the capo down, he put it down crooked. Like he put it down like this, like here to here, like kind of like you have it. I didn't do that. I tried to put it straight on the fret. And see, it's not happy in there.
No, it's not.
You have it tight.
I do.
It's a tight. Yeah. There's something still. That funky string. Why don't you try this? Try this one here.
It may be if the capo's doesn't have enough tension on it. It may not be catching me.
It's not catching it.
I was just tightening the tension, but it didn't.
Let me hold that one for you.
I think that cable's just got a particularly curved.
Yeah,
I could do it
you're
without
right.
the capo for that matter. I could just sing it. Is this one long enough?
It'll cover it. It maybe have to be adjusted too. That's better.
It is.
Yeah, it's funny. It is a little curved, isn't it? It's whatever that is. There it is, flat. It's touchy. That's better. Shit, that sounds like 4 guitars. At least right here.
One drink is 1,000 more, 1,000 wasted chances. I tried to wash it all away, but still the demon dances. Holds me in his dark romance, never lets me lead. Go the way I wanna go, be who I wanna be. There's a lake of fire stretching out before me. All I desire is on the other side. So I must dive into the water, let it burn clean and purify. The hardest thing I'll ever have to do is swim this lake of fire. The dragon's breath is right behind me, trying to pull me under. Fear is a relentless teacher, is it any wonder? I'll hurt you before I'm hurt, I'll break before I'm broken. Terrorized and tortured, but the damage goes unspoken. There's a lake of fire stretching out before me. All I desire is on the other side. So I must dive into the water, let it burn clean and purify. The hardest thing I'll ever have to do is swim this lake of fire. Swim this lake of fire. So I must dive into the water, let it burn clean and purify. I'll release the demons in a burst of butterflies. Every trauma has its grace, a pathway to a brighter place. A lotus flower reaching for the light. I'll swim that lake of fire. I'll swim that lake of fire. Be safe, be brave, be kind.
Beautiful. Gosh.
Thank you.
Sounds really good from here because that hole is
I
like...
know, isn't it? Just it's magic.
Did you try this guitar yet,
I'm
Phil?
gonna put my nose in it.
Put your nose in there. Really, you'll love
Wow.
it. You'll love me for it.
Mm-hmm.
That koa is wonderful.
No, I'm
So
gonna
good.
stick to this.
Okay.
Cute.
Okay.
I don't think my brain could take that much sound.
It definitely is. It's quite a change from what you think. I'll trade you. Let me grab that. So.
Speaking of,
I'm going to.
yeah, good eye. Sharing.
It's better that I sleep in the bed than in the chair.
Okay, Bill, take one last hit.
I did. Oh God, it's good. I might as well be. I'm addicted to koa.
That's really beautiful.
Oh my God.
It's a magical guitar.
It is magical.
Well, that was the intent.
Well,
I put everything
you made it.
I thought I understood.
you
about the
accomplished
guitar.
it.
Succeeded for
You
sure.
did it.
Ooh, evening air.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They would be warm. I didn't get one. I've got my Santa Cruz snow boots on.
I was teaching these guys. I was hoping they would be
Oh.
warm. I was looking for each other.
She was okay when I had the lantern had some propane, but the lantern doesn't have any more propane.
Fired up.
Ouch.
Oh shoot.
In my car and talking on the phone, and I barely noticed an old boundary stone. And it's life in the slow lane, so I go back and see what kind of a story that old stone's got for me. And I have traveled far and wide, don't you know, and I've been searching for that path, and all I ever found, all I ever found was a road that I was already on. It was a road that I was already on. Now the skirl of the pipes echoes across the lock, and there's ghosts in the stone of this Celtic cross. And won't you take a dram of this water of life? It's good for what ails you in that long winter's night. And I have traveled far and wide, don't you know, searching for that path, and all I ever found, all I ever found was this road that I was already on. And deep in the glen, it's peat, smoke and bones, and the stags rut and bellow round that boundary stone. You can blaze a trail, you can put up a trespass sign, draw a line in the sand, saying all this was mine. And I have traveled far and wide, don't you know, and I've been searching for that path, and all I ever found, all I ever found was this road I was already on.
Oh, that's great.
Yay.
Thank you, sir.
Are you taking off?
Good,
Yeah.
good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much
Great
for
to
letting
see
me
you.
touch your
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
Really,
coming.
that was really
Careful
impressive.
playing.
Let us just
Yeah.
pass it around the
That's
circle.
one.
Truly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing too.
Not my chair. Bill's chair?
Huh?
Not my chair.
I don't know. It might be Deb's. You know Deb? What's the load?
There's one here.
I think it's
Oh,
hers.
It's not mine. So, I will leave her seat. You're not missing any network.
Have a good night, kids.
You too. We'll see you again.
Unless you
It's not over yet. Tonight is not over yet.
It's not.
Trash.
I don't know. Yeah. No, he's been doing recycling. Yeah, that's recycling, you
It's
What's that?
There's recycling in it.
know. Isn't that
Thank you.
amazing?
I had help. I decided in the middle of the whole thing, I decided I had to move from California to New Mexico. So I didn't have a shop, and a good friend of mine pretty much begged me to let him finish it because he wanted to hear it. And I said, okay.
Have a good night, Phil.
Night, Phil.
I know, me too. I always have. He's been here. He's camped with us before. Always enjoyed it. And then he disappeared for 3 years, and now he's back. What are you looking for? Oh, yeah.
Keep singing at the jam for accompaniment with basically butcher.
Yeah.
Pet peeve.
Play that good one.
What's that?
Play that good one.
Yeah, not the one that sucks.
Don't play that sucky one. Play that good one.
What sucky one?
You don't have a sucky one.
Oh, I do have them. I just
Yes,
didn't
you
think
do.
I brought them out yet.
Well, don't consider that a dare.
Okay.
No, it's not a dare.
This is a song that David Wilcox plays, and I, if I remember correctly, attributed it to Andy Gullahorn, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone know that name?
Yeah. He wrote that song about.
With that?
He wrote. Isn't he the one that wrote the song about the formula to write a country song?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is called Mo.
Real funny.
Back. Okay, it's gonna take me a minute to find it. This cold night air isn't helping.
Nope.
Back in school. Back in school when I was 10, just to prove that we were men, my friends and I would trash each other's family. We were morons, I know that now. Let them call my mom a cow, as if somehow that measured my virility. But one day they threw a curve. They struck a runner and found a shameful secret I had kept. But I took it like a man. I stood my stand, and then I wept. 'Cause when your father looks like mold, you know, the guy from the Three Stooges. Life can be so cruel. At school I was a sitting duck. Behind my back I'd hear nyak nyak. And that wasn't bad enough. Sometimes they thought my nose